All right, we ready?
We're ready.
We're rolling.
All right.
Greetings, Wausau. We're bringing back Chief's Chat. We're going to talk about things that are going on within the Wausau Police Department, things that are happening here in the community, and we might even answer some of your questions. Let's go.
From the police department in the great city of Wausau, Wisconsin, located in the middle of the state on the shores of the Wisconsin River. From a chief working to partner with the community and enhance the quality of life, ensuring professionalism, respect, and integrity, all while holding the department and the community accountable. Ladies and gentlemen, Chief's Chat with Ben Bliven.
So what's going on at the Wausau Police Department? In early April, there were a couple of officers on the west side of the state that were killed in the line of duty. Officer Hunter Scheel and Officer Emily Breidenbach of the Cameron Police Department and Chetek Police Department. Wausau police officers, including myself, went over to the funeral in April to honor the lives and the sacrifice of both Officer Scheel and Officer Breidenbach. And it was a great outpouring of support from our law enforcement community around the state and country, but also a great outpouring of support from community members there in Cameron, Chetek, and Barron County. It's a stark reminder of the danger that exists serving in law enforcement on a daily basis. We have to take our training seriously and be ready to respond to dangerous situations. And our thoughts and prayers are with the Cameron Police Department, the Chetek Police Department, and the families of Officer Scheel and Officer Breidenbach. So we're a community policing law enforcement agency, and one of the things that's really important to us is to make sure that we connect well with our citizens on a regular basis. We started our Citizens Academy again. The Citizens Academy group just graduated, and it was a great collection of citizens from our community who had an opportunity over the course of a couple of months to learn about law enforcement, to meet a lot of our staff, and to really ask a lot of really difficult questions of their law enforcement professionals in their community. Recruiting is really important to what we do in law enforcement. It's a thing that we focus a lot of time and energy on. We were recently at UW-Platteville and Chippewa Valley Technical College to try to talk to the recruits and to come in to check out the city of Wausau. If you're at a career fair, come and talk with us. We would love to talk with you and get to learn more about you. So last week we were out at the firearms range qualifying with our firearms. We have great instructors within the Wausau Police Department, and throughout the year they put on a variety of different training courses and make sure that we are the best that we can be with our weapons, and that we know and understand when to use our weapons and how to de-escalate situations. So they regularly are putting together and spend a lot of time on doing research to figure out what is the best type of training that we should be doing as a police department, and how can we make sure that our officers are achieving excellence when it comes to things like use of force and de-escalation. Our videographer, Ethan, has created a lot of new videos for you guys to check out. We hired a batch of new officers. We have 5 in the police academy right now. We have 5 more that are in field training, and we created some personal profile videos of them. So go check those out. Now it's time to talk a little bit about awards. As you know, I'm very proud of the staff that we have here. We are a fortunate community to have outstanding police officers serving this community in such a great way. And we have so many awards with names that are so long, I can't remember them all. I'm going to need a little bit of help. Officer Aaron Carlin, he received the Top 10 DRE, that's Drug Recognition Expert in the state of Wisconsin. Officer Jenna Zinkowicz, she received the Women's Community 2023 Award for Outstanding Achievement in Supporting Sexual Assault Survivors. And Joe Ketterer-Henry, he received the Hometown Hero Award at the State Assembly in March of this year. And last but definitely not least, drum roll please. Congratulations to Officer Garrett Carr, who was recently promoted to lieutenant. You can see him on our night shift patrol. And we also want to say thank you to all of you citizens who have brought in gifts, treats, desserts, and cards. Thank you for your support. We really feel your love, and it means a lot to us. Thank you. So now I want to talk a little bit about recruitment as it pertains to the Wausau Police Department. You know, our philosophy is hire for character and train for skill. And that's one of the things that now retired Chief Jeff Ardell brought as a vision to the police department. And the idea behind hiring for character and training for skill is that really the education and the training specific to law enforcement is not as important as the character that somebody brings to the table. And I think that really is something that is important throughout an officer's career. If you have good character, you're going to be able to serve well, you're going to be able to solve problems in our community. And so we really look for in our hiring process for 4 things, and that's our core values. And those are professionalism, accountability, integrity, and respect. And so when we do a background investigation on a recruit, those are the things that we look for. We look for evidence that they are a candidate who has high levels of character. And if that candidate has high levels of character, we are willing to really put a lot of training into them so that they can become a high-level, high-service police officer here in the city of Wausau. And so, I think that philosophy has really done well for us here, and as a result of that, we have great police officers who are full of compassion and care for the people that they serve. And one great example of that is I had an email that was sent to me just last week, and it was from a citizen who was on scene with officers at a death scene. And if you look at our policy and what's required at a death scene, it's things like securing the scene, taking photographs, documenting the scene well, determining whether or not there is evidence of foul play in the death. And it doesn't say anything in there about providing compassion and care for the people who are in grief. But that is an expectation of ours, is that when an officer responds to a scene like that, they provide compassion and care for those that are grieving at a death scene. And so this email that the citizen sent just expressed the tremendous compassion and care that our officers presented to those in grief at the scene. And it's just really heartening to see how in somebody's worst moments of their life, a police officer can, through compassion and care, provide a little bit of support and compassion to somebody that can, make a big difference in their life. And that's what we're about here in the city of Wausau. I've been out here on the Riverwalk Trail today, and people running and biking and saying hi, and it's just beautiful out here. And I think that's a big part of our recruitment philosophy too. Is we have a beautiful city, we have tremendous community support, and there's all sorts of evidence of that everywhere we go. And so I want to thank you, our community, for that support. And the natural beauty here also draws people to this area, as I know you know well.
So now, Wausau, we would love to give the chief some opportunities to answer any questions that you might have. So if you have some burning questions that you want to ask Chief Bliven that he can answer in some upcoming episodes of Chief's Chat, feel free to record yourself asking your question and send it to us in a direct message via Facebook, and we'll forward it on to Chief Bliven, and hopefully your question and answer will be featured on the next episode of Chief's Chat.
Thanks for tuning in to this episode of the Chief's Chat. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day, Wausau.